Hey everyone, it's your friend Thinknoodles, and welcome back to Think Reacts. For today, we're reacting to another Wicked Makers video. This one is where they make a Huggy Wuggy Animatronic, which we saw in the Mommy Longlegs video, and I had to find where they made this because I figured that they made it because it looked better than anything I've ever seen in a store. I cannot tell you how obsessed I am with this channel, and if you guys aren't already subscribed to their channel, make sure to subscribe to their channel. They are like a cross between like the games that I love and like the engineering nerdiness of Mythbusters all put together. It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, if you're enjoying my reactions to these or any of my other videos, make sure to like and subscribe for more.
In this video, we're gonna build a real Huggy Wuggy animatronic.
Oh,
We're Jamie and Jay, and we love bringing your favorite monsters to life, like this dancing Freddy and this animatronic clicker from The Last of Us.
Today, the challenge is to build a full-size animatronic completely from scratch, which we've never done before.
We're making Huggy Wuggy from Poppy Playtime because he's freaking terrifying, but he's not super complicated, so it should work well.
First,
so they didn't use a skeleton like they did with
We're gonna start by
figure.
giving it a PVC skeleton and putting that into a good pose.
Next, we'll add a motor and some other stuff to make him move.
Then we're gonna cover the whole thing in blue fur.
Okay. Wait,
And
where did you get that fur? Because that fur is amazing.
Head.
Wait, they already did it, man. That was a short video. I'm just kidding. But they are structuring them
Is just
like this is, I think,
PVC. There's a bunch of different
2
kinds
years ago.
of this,
So
just like the regular kind.
And
they like sort of gave away the whole video in the beginning and in their newer videos. They sort of lead us up to it, but we're still gonna watch because I like to watch them try things and change things and do iterations.
Easy to cut with a PVC cutter. In our candy slide video, we cut some stuff with a hacksaw, and it was so annoying. But then we discovered this, and it's made our life so
Do not put your finger in
It
there.
took like 2 seconds. So easy.
That's so
The other cool thing about using regular PVC is that you can use
I love how they
regular
teach you
PVC
things
connectors.
like this.
But the flip side of using these connectors is that you're kind of limited. So you've got like an elbow at 90 degrees, you've got a 45 degree. You know, if you're making a character, what if you want more movement than that? What if they're dancing and you need lots of angles?
So we did some digging, and we discovered there's a thing called an adjustable PVC joint, but they're really expensive. So we decided to make our own.
So I designed these in a program called Fusion, and then we 3D printed them.
So
There's
cool.
2 halves, and each side has a little hole where we can put our PVC, and then a bolt goes through like this, and then on the inside there's these little teeth that come together, and there you go. You can use this for an elbow or a knee or something like that. You've got all kinds of options for posing your character however you want. Another thing we designed and printed was this little flange, and you can get these online, but for some reason they only come in metal and they're super expensive. So we just made our own. Now we could screw this into a board, or you could stake it down into the ground, and it's going to help our whole animatronic stand up. If you want to print
something in the background
or flange, all the files will be on our Patreon. We're going to put a link in the description below.
I am super excited about using these. We just need to print 5 more, so we'll be back.
I ran out of black filament, so we had to switch to orange.
Halloween colors.
Most of these printed.
They look like Halloween colors though, so I love it.
Yeah.
I think as we go, we're gonna have to adjust angles and things,
Their merch
get the
is
right
cool,
balance
too.
and pose, but I think we should just start putting them together.
So this goes in here, and then you take one of these, like that, and that's like your ankle. But then I guess we start with a leg.
That's a leg.
These are a tight fit, which is good.
What are you gonna make his feet out of?
Yeah,
because they didn't even talk about the feet or the
massively
lips.
long legs.
I guess they didn't give it all away.
Where his waist is?
Wait, he's gonna be that tall?
I
didn't realize he was that tall in their video. No, that's too
I
tall.
think we should probably start building like the waist and the upper body. But check this out. It's a giant Huggy Wuggy leg.
Sure.
The plan for our animatronic is that at his waist, he's gonna kind of sway back and forth like this. And he's got these long dangly arms, and hopefully they'll kind of go like this. So we made his hips out of a piece of plywood, and then we've got this other piece of plywood, which we're gonna put like that.
Oh,
and
and
then
it'll roll
our
on top of
motor,
it.
which is a wiper motor for cars. This thing moves really slow, but it's really, really strong. So no matter how heavy this guy is, he'll move just fine. But this is gonna get mounted
Wait,
on
so it moves
like
windshield
this.
wipers and it's that
some stuff.
strong?
Not 100% sure it's gonna work, but if it doesn't, we'll figure it out anyway. So we're using what's called pocket screws to attach these 2 pieces of plywood together. They make it really easy to just simply connect 2 pieces of wood.
Oh, yes, I
It's
have.
super strong and super fast. These wiper motors are meant to go in a car, so there's no obvious way to mount them to a piece of wood. So our idea is to use some hose clamps. This is so DIY, it's awesome. Hopefully this should slide right in.
Nicely done, bro.
Now I could tighten these down, and there we go. It feels really good. That worked a little better than I thought. The next thing we need is
Always
linkage.
funny when it's
This
like,
is the stuff
oh,
that connects
that-
the motor
that wasn't
to
as bad as I
whatever
thought it
is
would
you're
be.
trying to move. Since this is all custom, we're making our own linkage from some thin aluminum. It's nice and light, but soft enough to cut with basic tools like a hacksaw and a drill. It's also cheap, which is really nice after you mess up and have to remake the same part like 5 times.
So sharp. He had to do it 5 times. It works. Wait, so
like
windshield wiper, why does it keep, it doesn't go back and forth?
Mechanical stuff is gonna work.
It just goes like that?
This is gonna mount here and it's gonna go like this. Look at
oh, okay, because of the arm. Okay, I understand.
So Huggy Wuggy is basically like a big blue
fur.
giant stuffed animal.
Yeah, but he's not a bear. We know that. We know he's not a bear. That was a joke.
Whoa! See, this is when YouTube comments, like, when you make a joke or say just one stupid thing, man, people jump down your throat. Look at that. You literally called Huggy Wuggy a bear. Why'd you show Huggy Wuggy? He's not a bear. He's not a bear. He's not a bear. He's not a bear.
Because of this.
Huggy Wuggy is a blue bear-like
teddy bear with razor-sharp
blue
teeth.
stuffed bear.
This stuff is amazing. It's a little expensive, so we got enough for just what we need and no mistakes.
No mistakes allowed.
Perfect.
All right, his leg is 52
measure
inches,
twice, cut
but
once.
it's gonna be bent. And you know how like when you're wearing pants and you bend your legs, like the ankle comes up? We need to account for that. So I'm gonna add 10
it's gonna
inches
be
to
longer.
it. Hopefully that should be enough.
I thought she was gonna say shorter, but
don't mess up.
Oh my goodness!
I made
really?
this the right length, right?
Measure twice, cut once.
I don't know.
Did I add my extra? I did. You're making me nervous.
Super helpful, bro.
He's got skinny legs, man.
Yeah, his proportions are super weird.
Yeah. So we're gonna sew it with the fur side in. That way, when we turn it inside out, our seam is gonna be on the inside and our fur will be on the outside.
That's some serious
One
detail.
monster.
Wow.
So if you imagine
that's
that
how they
this
make
is
no
the bottom of the
seams.
hips and the legs connect on the bottom, then coming up off of this is gonna be his spine and the whole upper body. So this little piece needs to go here. And to connect it, we're gonna start with a hinge.
Looks like for a
Here we
gate.
go, something like that. Now, we'll worry about getting this super secure later, but for now I'm just gonna put a zip tie on there so it doesn't fall off. Now we have to connect a metal arm from the motor right here to
swing
the
back
spine.
and forth because of the way it's spinning.
Everything's pretty wobbly at the moment, but we'll fix all that later. For now, let's plug it in.
Oh my goodness, I
and
like
see
this
what
little dude he made here. There it is, yeah. Yep.
So
Super
for now, I'm pretty
wobbly,
happy
but
with how this is moving. If we do want to adjust it, like for example, how far over is it leaning, we would change like the length of this arm and the positioning of everything. But for now, I think this is pretty good. I think we can keep going with the rest of the upper body.
I think this is long enough for this, and then
His torso is actually kind of short, right? And I
it
think
is really short.
like
His
legs
torso is,
are
but his arms and
massively
legs are
long,
really
and he's
long.
got this tiny little torso.
Yeah.
Look at that, perfect. It's perfect.
Arms are coming out here, but I want them to round a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah?
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. Looks good.
Okay.
Wait, it's that small
We have to
though?
connect these to the bottom of
Is
this.
it?
Because we're gonna see if it can stand, which
Yeah,
maybe.
it's so
This thing
tall.
weighs like 1,000,000 pounds. Questionable.
I guess just start
It's
here.
so tall, like how is it gonna stand? They're gonna have to do something to make it stay.
Okay.
That's actually not as
It's
bad as I thought it would be.
It's not as bad.
You said that
Look,
twice
I'm
now.
standing on it, and it's standing, which is amazing.
I kind of thought this would just crumble.
Collapse,
So now
yeah.
that we know it actually stands up, I think we need to focus a little bit on his pose. Like how does he stand, right? Is he standing like this?
No.
Is he standing like this? What we're searching for is a way to position the legs that's kind of dynamic, that will add to the movement and
stationary.
overall give us a character that's super cool looking.
I got it, I understand. But you have to fix
Oh shoot,
it.
wait, this is supposed to be the back.
Oh, yeah, okay, there you go. Oh yeah,
I even
front.
wrote front on
He
there.
wrote it.
I kind of want to plug it in just to see if it like completely falls apart.
Okay.
Okay. It works.
Oh my,
I love it.
I like his little head.
you guys!
We made an animatronic.
I thought it was gonna fall apart.
Have more confidence. You
Now
guys
that
are
we know our
awesome.
prototype works, we're gonna finalize this whole mechanism. The main thing
Sort
here
of.
is to stop all the
Yeah.
wobbling. Everything
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just too loose. To attach the PVC to the hinge, we're using epoxy putty.
Yep.
It starts off soft, but as you mix it together, it hardens.
Quickly.
We can stuff it inside the pipe here, and it'll harden around the hinge, holding it firmly in place.
Okay. I've used epoxy, yeah.
That epoxy putty worked
Secured,
great.
yeah.
This thing is super secure. We also made a power cord, and we got this little speed controller, which is going to serve as both an on and off switch.
Oh, I wanna see it
and
on
controls
max
how
speed.
fast the motor's going. Also, over here, I swapped it to some brand new pieces of wood that are thinner, and we saved about 300 grams of weight just by switching to the thinner wood. So that helps a lot. Now we're going to put it all together and
It's almost
wire
a
it up.
pound. Okay. Wow.
Okay, hopefully I did that right. Let's test it.
It's because they're gonna keep using it. They make it look super professional. Like, oh wow.
Yay!
Yeah, you short.
Look, it could go really fast.
Yeah, I want to see that. Okay,
By the way, all these parts and stuff that we're using, we'll put links to them in the video description so that if you want to try this, you can get all this stuff.
My wife would kill me, but I wouldn't mind having it. I actually want to see how, like, where they got that fur from. Cause, yeah. I want to see him wiggle like that.
What?
Okay, that's his face.
Look how big his head's gonna be.
It's gonna
that, no, it is not this big.
It is, though.
Look at that.
It's huge and amazing.
It's as big as his whole body.
I can't wait to get started on his head, but before we do that, I need to work on his torso. We need to give him some mass, something for like the fur to lay on top of. So to do that, we're gonna give him a rib cage.
Like figure. Is it a hanger? It's just a hanger. That's just hangers, right?
Jay, why does it look different again?
Well, I finished wiring up the rib cage, and I actually made this top part a little bit shorter. But another thing was I just wasn't super happy with the movement. It was a little clunky. So I realized that these metal arms back here were just a little bit too loose. So after a bunch of trial and error in remaking these metal arms like 10 times, I finally got something that's looking really good. I even put some tiny little bearings in here so that everything can rotate freely. As he goes back and forth, I want his shoulders to rotate and the arms to sway a little bit like this. We're not gonna add a whole nother motor for that. We're just gonna use gravity. So this is a bearing, and it's the same type of thing you see in just a skateboard wheel or something like that. It's a little bigger, and we designed some parts that we could fit this in so that it fits right in the top of one of these PVC connectors. And then the top piece, which will be the shoulders, this side goes in there, and then this fits right in here.
Wow, so precise, dude.
You got a rotating PVC joint. If we replace this with his actual shoulders, then the momentum of him swaying back and forth should allow the shoulders to freely rotate.
Oh my goodness.
Like gravity.
Okay, might be going a little bit far.
Who needs motors?
It's gonna spin all the way around, but that's
maintaining all that movement once you put a kind of tight fursuit around
so it won't swing as much.
Which is what we're gonna do next.
Okay.
I took some scrap fabric and draped it over the torso to make a pattern. Now I can trace it onto the fur and cut it out.
Yeah, I would wear it too. I would definitely have done that.
We could pivot and just be like a dressmaking channel.
Yes, or like a swimsuit.
A furry swimsuit.
So I sewed the top. I'm gonna put it on him. I just wanna make sure it fits, have like a quick sanity check before I commit to doing the rest of it.
That seems pretty good.
Once we were happy with the fit, the sides got sewn together.
So it's gonna be like the two separate legs, and then the torso. Are the arms attaching to this?
I don't know yet.
Do we ever know anything ahead of time?
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, probably
Huggy Wuggy has these big, flat, bright yellow hands and feet, and we have the brightest yellow that we could find in the fabric store.
That works. That's perfect.
Just like the blue fabric, we're gonna sew it inside out.
And then there's
now we can fill it. Now I'm going to do the lines that differentiate the fingers, and I have to hand sew that because when you sew through it, you don't want it to like squeeze all the way together. It only goes like halfway through.
So much attention to detail.
Now I just need 4 more because his hands are kind of exactly the same.
They're all
as
the
his
same.
feet.
Yeah.
How many more?
Yeah.
4 more.
3 more.
3 more. 3. I can count math. Hands are done, feet are done. Next, we're doing the head. We got a bunch of foam pieces, glued them all together,
like Steve's head.
and put our template on the front.
So then they cut the
now we
foam
have to cut out the template, and we got a bunch of new tools from Hot Wire Foam Factory, which are basically hot wires that just cut through the foam, and I'm really excited to see how they work.
Normally we cut this with a knife, and it works just fine, but it's really messy. You get dust and all kinds of stuff everywhere.
There's no dust at all, but yeah, she's wearing a mask.
People have been telling us about them for a while.
Yes.
That's really good.
You can bend the wire on this tool to any shape you want, which made it really
Not when it's hot,
to
you
hollow
can't.
out his mouth hole.
That's crazy.
I think he's done. I think he's ready for fur. Conclusion is
his head
these
was
hot wire tools
styrofoam.
are freaking amazing. They're so fast for like taking off big chunks, and I'm sure once I get better at it, it'll be really good for details too.
I made a cage for our water dragon
to connect
like
it to his
once.
body, but we will get to that in a minute.
And I did foam like that, and it like made like a rock thing on the back.
His mouth out,
This
and
would have been really
should
good
lay
for making
pretty
that
nice
texture.
over the front
I used a
of
knife.
his face. We also got this glue from Hot Wire Foam Factory. It's an instant tack glue and works on practically every material. So far, it's awesome.
Does it like melt the styrofoam? Because I feel like
that glue is magical.
I think it is.
I mean, how could they get like?
So now it's time.
I don't know where they bought that.
We found this
from,
EVA foam dowel, and we cut it in
perfect.
half. And I'm going to heat bend that into the right shape.
Okay.
Is that my beard trimmer?
Maybe.
What are you?
Look, I can't glue to the hair, so we're going to have to shave a little bit of the hair.
Yeah, they do
away.
that
But
like, well,
fine.
I mean, I guess they don't glue my
It's all in
dog.
the name of
but,
art.
like, when,
Since his mouth looks so
sometimes
much
when
like
they
a
need to
balloon,
like
I actually wanted to put a balloon over the foam, but
Do a
for the life of
shot.
me, we could not figure out how to put the balloon on the foam. Like, it's impossible to do.
yeah, how
So
are you gonna do
instead,
that?
we're just gonna glue it on, and then we're gonna paint it real nice.
Oh, paint the, okay. Yeah, that works.
That looks awesome. So we're gonna wait for it to dry, and hopefully it all sticks.
To make his giant eyes, we're using one of our favorite techniques. We start with a glass cabochon and then print out the iris on a piece of
Cabochon?
paper.
That's
We
a
then use some
magnifying
clear
glass, right?
glue and paint it on in a thin layer and glue one to the other. When it dries, it looks awesome.
Wow.
All you have to do is cut out the circle and bam, you got some eyes. After filling the gaps with a little spackle and sanding it smooth, Jamie painted the
airbrush.
inside of the mouth a dark color and then put a few coats of bright red paint on the mouth.
Yeah, don't paint
Once
the
that was
fur.
dry,
That's
she brushed on a
expensive.
thick layer of clear coat, which gives it a really nice shine. To attach the eyes, we marked the position with some pins and then shaved off
More
the
shaving.
fur in the middle.
Yep.
Some 5-minute epoxy was mixed up and they got glued right on. Finally, the teeth. To make these, we're using fake plastic fingernails. Yeah,
Oh,
weird, huh?
wait. No,
Since they're
wait.
clear plastic,
Hold on a second. Who would buy? These are fingernails. Why would anybody buy these? Why would you want fingernails like this? You can't do anything. Imagine trying to like game with those. Like you can't. What?
they're plastic. If you paint the inside of them only, then once it dries, they'll still be
Oh,
shiny,
it's still
on
shiny.
the outside.
Yeah, smart. Wow, that's a lot of
We
teeth.
used our reference image to lay out all the teeth, cut them
Oh,
to
and then they
size,
cut 'em.
and then glued them in.
Oh, those don't look like nails anymore. I didn't even notice that they had multiple layers of teeth, like actual Huggy Wuggy. And broken ones too? Man, that looks dangerous.
Look at Huggy
actually.
Wuggy said.
Oh my goodness, that's so good!
We're almost done. This is going to be his neck thing. And
Okay,
what we did is
neck
we took one
thing.
of our special joints and we put a couple of washers in between. So instead of locking closed, it actually freely
Swivels a
rotates.
little bit,
Now this is going to slide inside here.
Okay.
Now this joint is going to allow his head to tilt back and
A little-
forth.
just
as
a
he
little
moves.
bit,
In
though, yeah.
theory, this
Oh my
should go
goodness.
on just like this.
Guys. Oh, look at the head.
Before we
Okay.
say move, just want to say
Oh,
thank
and they
you all
even
for
put the
watching.
This week's
bow.
Wicked shout out goes out to 9-year-old Mark P, who sent us the best email. He says when he grows up,
I wanna
he's
send
gonna
them an
open up
email.
a store that's better than Home Depot and even better than Spirit Halloween. He told us not
Okay.
to use all our good ideas so that we can work together in the future. Mark, in 10
That's
years,
amazing.
give us a call.
This was our first
Can I call
animatronic
you?
from scratch, and there were definitely some bumps in the
Wow.
road, but super excited and happy with how he turned out. And I think we're going to
So
make more
good.
in the future. We even got some pneumatic stuff.
Let us know in the comments if you like seeing this custom animatronic stuff. Until next time,
Yes.
stay wicked.
Wait, but I didn't want to. Okay. I was gonna say you guys got to demo it. All right, they're using the game footage there. Let's see. Jude. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so good. That is like legit how he looks and walks and moves. All right, I'm very, very, very impressed. Okay, 3 of them. Nah. Yeah, dude, they even did the jump scare.
There he is. He's
So
super tall and
good.
creepy, and he mostly worked.
He did mostly work. We did
What do you
have
mean
some
mostly?
problems.
What was-
Basically,
what was the problem?
The head is so massive
Yeah, that he wants
the
to topple over?
combination of the head tilt
Okay.
and the shoulder rotation,
Fall.
it was like breaking everything. Like it
was
went
too
way
much.
over. So we actually had to lock off the shoulders just so that
Aw,
it didn't
what was-
break.
Okay,
Which is
okay.
Sad.
That's fair.
yeah, a little bit sad, but I think it was a good
It's-
proof of concept. Like it
Yeah.
did work. It's just that we didn't account for like the
All the weight.
massive oversized head.
Yeah.
Another thing that happened was that he's not really leaning forward enough for the arms to swing as much
Yeah,
as I was
yeah, I
hoping for.
did notice
So they
that.
do
I wasn't
move
gonna
a
call
lot,
it out,
but they
but-
kind of like bounce
yeah, they-
off his legs. So
Yeah.
yeah, but you know, lesson learned. I think going into the next one, we're gonna
Jeez,
do
it
like
looks really
so
good,
much
though.
better.
Yes. On the flip side, he looks amazing. Look at this head.
I mean, that head.
I am so happy with how he turned out visually. So
yeah, exactly.
He's got actual sharp teeth.
Yeah, he does.
Super happy with how he looks.
Yeah, there's a lot we did right, and I think we learned a lot, and I'm pretty proud of this. So thanks for watching it.
Yeah. Well done, guys. It's amazing. Yeah, I already did.